What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Dead on Dave. Welcome back to the channel. Well, let's see here. I'm not going on video because I'm pissed off. I'm just agitated and angry at the world. I want to punch babies. I want to take dogs and put them in rings with cats. I want to take ants and make them fight scorpions. I want to take clouds and mix them with sunshine and see what kind of sunshiny, cloudy mess comes out of that. I want to take my daughter and enroll her in the military school. I want to take my wife and I want to send her to the military. I don't know. My life is in anarchy. I'm in complete chaos right now. I'm in a glass box of emotion. No, you cannot use my brush. You find your own brush. My daughter needs to brush her hair desperately. No, don't. I swear to God, if you touch the brush, I'm going to beat you with it. She needs to brush her hair.
But I can't find my brush.
Well, it's not my fault that you can't find your things. How is that my problem? Yeah, go ahead. Get out of my house. Go ahead. Run away. Run away.
Okay.
Get out of here. You cannot use my brush. And you're interrupting my show. Nobody wants to hear you. Nobody comes here for you. Don't touch my stuff.
This.
Oh, my God.
This.
Put that down, please. Stop interrupting. Thank you. Anyway, sorry for that terrible interruption. Don't worry. I will punish her mercilessly for it later. Anyways, so why am I so angry? What do you do? What is the wife doing?
Stretching.
You're stretching.
I'm stretching.
Were you stretching or stretching?
Stretching.
I didn't know. I don't know what that is. I know what stretching is.
It's the Chinese word for stretching.
You're a racist, madam. You're a racist. Stretching. It's the Chinese word for stretching. That's fantastic. I didn't know you were capable of such brilliance.
Once a year.
12 years of marriage, and I just got surprised by the brilliance of stuff. That's hysterical. Anyway, this is craziness. This is a crazy show today. Probably not even going to see the light of day. Anyway, so why am I so angry? That's the question. I guess it's very easy to say because the basic answer is Raw was horrible. Now, all that being said, there are many things that factored into why Raw was extra barrels of awful to me. And one of it is because I am in a lot of pain. Those of you know that I'm medically retired from the military. I'm hurt and blah, blah, blah. Poor me. And I had a really bad night. My spinal cord stimulator wasn't working very well. I just had a really rough night. Didn't sleep before Raw. So you got to remember, I get up extra early. I basically have to stay up all night to do Raw and then the Raw review on the Joe Cronin show, which again, boo, boo, poor me. Because if I didn't have such a need to get heard by all of you wonderful people, then I would just sleep like a regular person and not have to worry about it. So it's my own narcissism that is costing me all of this pain. So that's okay. No big deal. I can deal with that. So, but here's the thing. I forgot, and this is my own stupidity too, I forgot that the time change happened in the States, and daylight savings happens in the States a few weeks earlier than it does here in Germany. So for a few weeks every year, I get Raw a little bit earlier. I do the show a little bit earlier. Everything is a little bit earlier for Eastern Standard Time. So I missed the first hour of Raw. So I woke up at 2 in the morning, my time, and missed the first hour of Raw and was like, oh, crap. I missed the first hour of Raw. That sucks. I was already in a bad mood there, and I had only slept for about 2 hours anyway, so that was irritating as well. So I was just in a lot of pain. I was over tired because I hadn't slept well in a couple of days. And then I had to sit through the next 2 hours of one of the most just god-awful Raws I've seen maybe in the last 12 months. And look, I understand a lot of people seem to enjoy it, but I'm wondering how much of that enjoyment stemmed from the excitement of just the time of year that we are in. And you're going to, and some people, and I'm accused of this all the time, by the way, of convincing myself that WWE is good just for the sake of it. See, that's not true. It's never been true with me. It will never be true with me. I am fair, and just when something's garbage, I call it garbage. And by the way, can I offer a good morning fuck you to Ed Crowley, who on the Joe Cronin Show chat room chimes in, oh, it's nice to see that you finally trash roll for a change. It was a nice change of pace. Go fuck yourself, because I always shit on Raw when I need to. I shit on WWE when I need to. I just because I don't sit there and do a 1986 Alcoholics Anonymous training video about we're consumers and Triple H doesn't care about our opinion. You know why he doesn't care about our opinion, you cretins? It's because we are retarded. We're all stupid. We're marks. We're there to feed the machine with our dollars, and that's it. We don't get to dictate things. The only thing that there's any dictation going around is their dicks in our mouths, and we tell them how it tastes. That's about it. Other than that, you go on the ride, you throw your hands in the air, you squeal like a piggy, and then you get off and throw up. That is how wrestling is. It's always been that way. It'll always be that way. So shut up with all of this stuff about how they have to respect us as consumers. No, you cretins, you hounds of friggin' ineptitude. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Inequity? I guess that was the word I tried to use. I have no idea. It's craziness. It's all insanity. What does it matter with you people? But anyway, I digress. Raw was really bad. And I did not even take copious amounts of notes because it was not worth it. It's just like I started to. I took 4 notes, and then I was just like, oh, what is going on? And at that point, I had realized that I had missed the first hour, so I started reading what happened in the first hour, and I was like, this seems campy and hokey as hell. So I used the WWE app to look at some of the things that I missed, and it was campy. The whole opening segment was campy. That was the thing. Everything seems so corny and hokey, and that's why the thumbnail for this episode, I hope I did it, because I can't tell what I do in the future. I'm saying I'm going to do it. The thumbnail for this episode should be a thing of corn, a stalk of corn, an ear of corn, whatever, a husk of corn, whatever. There will be corn in the friggin' thumbnail because this was a cornball show of Raw from start to finish. You know, we've said, Joe Cronin and I have said over the last few weeks that WWE seems to have been in cruise control. It just feels like they're just cruising, but they've been at least cruising at a high mileage. You know, they've been doing things that were kind of cool. This week, I felt that everything went in the first gear, and they're just like, well, they're not going to mind. They don't care. Obviously, nobody's caring, so we don't really need to care right now. So that's it. You know, and that's what we got. That's what happened. And, you know, it sucks because that's what it felt like last night. People were trying to defend a lot of things, and I'm going to talk to some of those defenses and things that people were getting excited about. And I'm not going to say that people are wrong, but I'm going to try and give the other view of it because that's what I do on this show. I take what some people think and what the common opinion is, and even if I agree with it or don't agree with it, I always look at the other side of things, and I try to give my opinion the best I can. So that's what I'm going to try to do now. First, let's start with John Cena. Let's start talking about this John Cena situation where everybody, I was getting tweets from people last night. I was getting messages. I was reading in message boards about how badass John Cena looks. And this is a new John Cena. And this whole thing is so new. It's so refreshing. Is he going heel? What the hell is the matter with you people? Have you not been watching this product? Have you not been watching John Cena? This is the 4th or 5th time we've got the uber aggressive John Cena where it looks like he was almost on the verge of a darkness, but it's not really darkness. He's fighting for something. He's fighting for America. He's not going heel. And if he was going heel, he wouldn't be going heel on the biggest heel in the company. That makes no sense at all. So there's that. How you can't go heel by overly beating up a heel. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. It's craziness to me to even think that that's a possibility. And even this is how you know that this is how I'll prove that I am right in this situation. There's one nice point of evidence. John Cena backstage, which I really enjoyed the backstage promo with him and Rusev. I did enjoy that. I felt that was cool. At times, I can really tolerate John Cena, and this was one of those times. He goes, if you speak one word about the America, then I'm coming down there and I'll show you what it is to fly, blah, blah, blah. So Rusev goes on about 2 paragraphs worth of diatribe against the United States, and Cena doesn't show up. And when he does show up, before he goes and attacks the ring, what does he do? He pulls out his little sissy towel, the friggin' hustle, loyalty, respect, friggin' teal blue, like his eyes, towel, shows it to the camera, and then chucks it and then goes and fights. Because you know why? You know why? Because that was his way, the WWE's way of saying, don't worry about what you're about to see. I know you're about to see some aggression out of John Cena that we don't always show, but don't worry. See, kids, I'm still flashing the hustle, loyalty, respect sign here because my priorities are still the same. I'm going to sell you this. You're going to buy this towel and you're going to feed the machine. I'm not going anywhere because I'm John Cena. But here's the reality of what's really going on. John Cena looks hurt still to me. He's not working matches. There was a time where John Cena fought every single Raw and sometimes SmackDowns. Now, lately especially, he's not working singles matches. And when he does, there's always seeming to be, with maybe the exception of the Rusev match, but there was a lot of wear down holds if you go back and watch the match again. His Rusev matches kind of worked that way anyway because I think he doesn't have a very big gas tank. You can see he walks around a lot, and he's very plodding in a lot of stuff that he does. When he does get going, he does some high-impact moves, but then it seems like he takes 3 minutes to kind of recharge. If you ever played Pokemon and you use, like, Hyper Blast or something like that, yes, I'm a Pokemon nerd, and you use, like, Hyper Blast or Solar Beam, you always have to recharge a move, or Dragon Rage or some shit. Hyper Beam, yeah. You always have to recharge a move after you use it. That's kind of what it feels like with Rusev matches. He always has to recharge, which is perfect for Cena because I think he's hurt right now. So in that match, there was a lot of that. And we've been seeing that a lot out of John Cena for a long time. Why? Because I think he's hurt. And I think one of the last things he's going to do before he goes out for who knows how long is this whole thing, I'm hoping, is to build Rusev into this monster friggin' heel. And which he already is, but him losing to Rusev a second consecutive time like he did at Fastlane, losing to him again at WrestleMania in a decisive way. They can even have him pass out again as long as Rusev absolutely destroys him a second time after the match. I mean, it has to be complete, utter destruction. That has to be one of the biggest storylines coming out of WrestleMania, and I think that it's going to end up being that way, is Cena being taken out in just a heap of garbage. I mean, like, you just seeing him stretched out. He's just not responding. He's completely messed up. Rusev destroys Cena, because if he wins this match, then everything that Rusev has done in this past year, all the build, everything has been for nothing. It's been for absolute nothing just to feed Cena. And people who think that this would not hurt Rusev is 100% wrong. Him losing to John Cena at a WrestleMania like this, losing his undefeated, non-being pinned streak, whatever they're calling it now, it would hurt his reputation. People would not take him as serious. And it would also effectively cut off one of the hottest heels in the company right when they're going to need another top heel. Because who knows what's going on with Seth Rollins. I still feel he's turning face. Brock Lesnar, by all reports, is still supposedly leaving, even though I'm not so sure that's the case. I'll get to that in a moment as well. They need another top heel, and Sheamus might be filling into that role. But who better than a guy that they've been building as a top heel for the past year in Rusev? They'd effectively be throwing that away if they have him lose to Cena at WrestleMania. So for all those reasons, I don't see it happening. But for this segment, getting back to Raw, I apologize for my little detour. Cena coming down, showing everybody he's still the same guy he always is, but now he's just more aggressive, and he makes them tap, and Lana doing her screaming, and oh, we give you the match. They did the exact same thing that basically how the Authority came back into power, and I know that was a little bit of a tease to the dark side for Cena, but it's not really, because these forms of manipulation have been going on, and Cena's not been above it in the past. He's going to get what he wants, and he got what he wanted. That's fine. It's completely fine, and we're going to get that match. Great. So I hated the segment. I thought it was I didn't hate the segment. I hated the reaction to the segment. I hated the reaction that everybody bought into this whole new thing, and the Pittsburgh crowd chanting Cena. It sounded so disingenuous. I'm like, seriously? This guy has actually worked good matches in the past. 5-star matches with some top guys in the company. He has done some great things over the years and gets nothing, but he shows a little bit more aggression than he normally does, and that's what you buy into? That was like that was enraging to me. But it is what it is. This is ebbs and flows of John Cena. It's nothing new. We see the same thing out of him all the time. I mean, this is just another one of those prime examples. But hey, believe what you want. I'm just here because I like to talk. Shifting gears since I brought him up, let's go to Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. Once again, Paul Heyman comes out and he gives an amazing, masterful performance. As always, this guy cuts promos like no one else. That being said, I felt there was something lacking to this promo because it was essentially the last 2 weeks of promos crammed into one, and it seemed unbalanced and very campy at times. He went off on some things. He had some funny one-liners about, about people, which was great. The cannibalism thing was really funny, but it was just him stroking the dick of Roman Reigns and the way he's doing it, because it's so out of character for who Paul Heyman is. The way that they're doing it seems like something is up to me. The fact that he basically all but stated that Brock Lesnar's leaving, and when he leaves, he's taking the title with him, and if he wants to unify that in the UFC and all that great stuff, that's what he'll do because he's unstoppable and all this stuff, which is a direct look. This is what they're trying to do, kids. There was a story that was released not that long ago on all the wrestling dirt sheets that they're counting on smart fans, smarks, to the Turtle's going absolutely crazy. This is nuts. They're counting on smart marks to boo Brock Lesnar and cheer Roman Reigns because of the inherent knowledge, apparently, that Lesnar is leaving for UFC. That's what they're expecting. That's what they're counting on. And this is one of the ways that they're going to try and propel Roman Reigns even higher as the top face or the next Cena, however you want to look at it. Here's the thing. No other... You just broke my computer completely, didn't you?
No.
Well, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. Oh, I'm back. I'm on audio at least. My wife just ripped the face off my computer. She was not watching where she was walking, and she literally just ripped the entire front off of my computer. Ripped off all the USB inputs. This is unbelievable. She just ripped everything off, and yes, there was some silence for about 30 seconds or whatever. She's trying to plug everything back in. My mouse is not working. This is unbelievable. I can't even stop this broadcast because she just ripped the face off my computer. Unbelievable. How she did not break everything. She didn't disconnect all the wires, apparently. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This cable is there, but she had to go mess with my turtle because my turtle was doing something a little weird in the tank. She had to get up. She was so excited by the turtle being a turtle that she goes over there like a goddamn mongoloid and doesn't watch and rips the face off my computer. Absolutely destroys this episode in a lot of ways, but you know what? She made it entertaining, so I'm not mad at her too much. Can you fix the mouse or not?
I'm trying to get this one plugged in, but I can't.
Oh my God, I cannot believe you put it in the wrong hole. Been there. I've been there. Giggity goo. Come on, I cannot believe that that just happened. Well, it was you had it, but you didn't have it because the mouse is still not working.
Yeah,
So my wife rips the face off my computer. And I apologize for that. But I'm going to go ahead and keep talking while she's trying to fix my computer. Yes, the mouse is working. The mouse is working now. I don't know. You ripped it. I cannot believe you just did that.
Me neither.
I don't know if the mic picked up when I started screaming like a friggin' child. Like, "Bah, what are you doing?" Oh, my God. This is unbelievable.
I'm just going to leave it off. I don't know where it goes.
I cannot. Yeah, just leave it off. How did that happen?
I'm a fucking idiot.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That was great.
I'm Stella.
You're yeah. Yeah, we had a dog do this before, but my God, rips the face off my friggin' computer. Unbelievable. Anyway, so where was I? Everything's fine, it looks like, babe. Everything's fine. I think. Looks like it. Yeah. I think the broadcast is still going. Everything's fine. So anyway, where was I? Brock Lesnar, I believe. Yes, I believe Brock Lesnar may have already signed a new contract with the WWE because of the way that this promo went out. He went so above and beyond to talk about how Brock Lesnar is leaving. And like I was saying, they are counting on smart marks to boo Lesnar because he's purportedly leaving. Nothing else has worked in their plans for Roman Reigns. So why would they expect this to work? I don't see it working because I think it's stupid. I think fans are too smart for this. There's too much information out on the internet. Well, see, fans are too stupid to be smartly stupid and smart stupid. Stupid smart. It's a paradox. It's a paradox because there's so much information has caused stupidity in a lot of ways. And that's the frustrating thing about the reality of the current wrestling product and just the whole state of it because of the internet, because of the way fans are, and the access to information. It makes things more difficult. All that being said, I think the only reason why Paul Heyman, who is so good at subtlety, would be going so far and above and beyond to hammer this thing home would be to swerve everybody. When Roman Reigns does not win this match, when Brock Lesnar, the Conqueror, once again conquers, everyone's going to be looking down and just be like, what? It's because he's already signed a new contract. I'm fully starting to believe that now. That's since his walkout a couple weeks ago, and now this between then and last night, he has signed a new contract, and he will be back. I'm thinking that is a very likely scenario. Can you go please yell at the kid and tell her to close her door if she's going to start singing on WhatsApp or whatever the hell she's doing?
Alicia!
No, that's not what I wanted you to do. I could have done that. I could have yelled through the walls. I wanted you to go tell her.
You told me to yell at her.
No, I didn't. Yes, once you got into the room, I could have done that. I could have yelled. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Do you guys see why I am the way I am? The craziness I have to deal with? The family. I got a brush-stealing daughter. I got a computer face ripping off wife. Oh, there's the piece, by the way. You can see where the piece of the computer that was missing. That you didn't know where it went to. You can see it missing.
Okay.
That might be important, too. I'm not sure. It's just, look, this is nuts. This is what I have to deal with. I tell her to go take care of a situation with my daughter. And what does she do? She yells the thing that I didn't want to happen because it was interrupting the show. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I love you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Anyways, so I think Brock Lesnar's coming back. I think that's a very good possibility, and it would explain to why the extra campiness and everything. Don't touch the computer. Leave the computer alone. You've interrupted the episode enough, man. Please stop touching the computer. I'm begging you. I will pay you money to stop touching the computer. Well, Alicia took the rest of my money. You get all of my retirement check every month. You take it all, and I never see it again.
You give it to me willingly.
Willingly?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because after years of kicking, I force you to take my money. That's what I do. I stand here with an open wallet and say, please, I don't like having money. Please, you take it all, and I can do nothing with it. That's what happens?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I guess that's what happens, apparently. Holy God. I'm going to kill myself on camera one day.
No. You're not even on camera.
I'm not on camera. I said one day. Open those German ears one day. Oh my God. So Brock Lesnar, yeah, that whole situation, extra campy. That was the theme of the night. Camp, 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 camp. And speaking of camp, we had more camp with Bray Wyatt. People were so in love with this segment. How? I didn't get it. Bray Wyatt, even better, comes out with, there's a big box in the middle of the ring with a little tiny urn on it. So right there, it's not a podium or anything. It's a big blocky box. So you knew right there something was up. Okay, that's fine. It's not the first time WWE's done it. Maybe there's a possibility Undertaker was going to come out of it. Who knows? But that's what they decided to do. So he goes on this long promo, which is essentially the same promo he's been giving for weeks. He's said the exact same thing, just like with the Dean Ambrose thing. Yes, Bray Wyatt can cut a good promo. Yes, he's a good speaker. Yes, he's creepy. But he's saying the exact same thing every single time. And even in this promo, he repeats the same premise over and over, too. He doesn't stop saying the same thing. And he's stumbling. I counted at least 4 botches throughout the promo, and then I stopped caring. 4 stumbles, and I felt it took away from it quite a bit because he's supposed to be the face of fear, and yet even the way he was talking, he seemed intimidated just to be in a storyline with The Undertaker. That's what I took from it. That's what I took from that. So he's going on, and so we know something is building, and then what is the big reveal? There's a thing on the screen. The Undertaker accepts he used a line from the song When the Man Comes Around, which is a clear indication, once again, a clear indication that The Undertaker is going to lose this match because When the Man Comes Around is speaking to death, about death. And that's what Bray Wyatt has been saying. He, in a sense, he is agreeing with Bray Wyatt. Like, Bray Wyatt is going to reap his soul at WrestleMania. And I think that's a very good possibility of it happening because there's no reason for The Undertaker to win this match. Now, at the same time, there's no reason for The Undertaker to be in this match with Bray Wyatt, but hey, we're through the rabbit hole, so let's just try to enjoy the fucking show. So, after that thing on the screen, we get, or maybe even before, there's a friggin', the lights go out, we get the gong, everyone's excited, and then it comes back on, and the box is gone, because something that was oddly box-sized was underneath. Isn't it amazing how that chair was almost the exact same dimensions as the aforementioned box? Unbelievable. It's magic. And it's a rocking chair, and it's got a weird black box underneath it. You can see clearly, especially after it happens, that is a lightning thing. It's for the pyro, so the lightning can hit it. Lightning hits the stupid chair. The chair sets on fire. The ring actually starts to set on fire a little bit. It was so campy and stupid. I was like, this is just terrible. And then Bray's reaction to it, he sold it well, but it was so campy it didn't matter. It wasn't interesting. This is 1998. I mean, really, I'm all for nostalgia, but we've been there, we've seen this has happened, and it's not working this time. Maybe it is for some of you, but it's certainly not for me. And this is not a storyline that I've been supporting. That's very true, but at the same time, I mean, look what we're getting. We're getting camp. I want to see the badass. I want to see The Undertaker coming out, and I want to see him rip off Bray Wyatt's head. That's what I wanted to see. But instead, we got a lightning bolt hitting a chair. Aw. Now, look, there's a very good possibility that I rewatch Raw, and I've decided that, hey, I was a little too harsh. That's very possible. It's very possible. So, I don't know. So after that, the other things that I wanted to touch on quickly before I get to the main event is the fact that we are getting a tag team match out of the top 4 divas in the company is absolutely disgusting to me. The fact that the Divas Championship will not be defended at WrestleMania after everything that has happened with the Give Divas a Chance, and especially with AJ Lee with the Use Your Voice stuff, which they've now parodied to Share Your Voice for a commercial for a company. It's unbelievable. After all of that, all of that hashtag give divas a chance. We're getting a throwaway tag team match between the Bellas and Age and Age. Age, yes, AJ and Paige. Age, that's what I'm going to call them. Paige. We're going to call them Paige. You like, baby, you like Age or Paige? Paige. I like Paige. Paige versus the Bellas. And, you know, Paige looks disinterested. AJ looks like she has not trained at all since she's been off. Every match she's worked since she's come back has not been very good. I feel she's been sloppy. Now, granted, she is working with the Bellas, and that you do have to take that into consideration. Last night she worked with Summer Rae, who's god-awful. But the most interesting female on the show last night was Natalya. Her new friggin' thing that she's doing. And by the way, not only was she the most interesting diva on the show last night, she was the only interesting thing about that entire segment with all the tag teams. Oh my God, what a shit show that was. People were talking about how, oh, look at all the match after match after match. That's great. Match after match after match. That's fantastic. We got like 4 matches in like a 25-minute period. That's fantastic. But they have to be good matches, and not one of them was entertaining. Not one of them was well done. They were terrible matches, and the only thing that came out of it interesting was this new attitude out of Natalya, this new charisma that she's found being a heel, a bad girl. I love it. She took Tyson Kidd's title and said, "It's mine now." I absolutely loved that. That was fantastic. I'm really, really enjoying this new look for it. For one, she's smoking hot looking right now. My God. As good as she has ever looked. She looks fantastic. But I love this new attitude because the one thing that I've talked about Natalya in the past is how she does not connect. Guess what? She's connecting now. She's connecting now, and it's entertaining to watch. So the rest of that tag team thing was terrible. The divas made no sense. It's disgusting, and it's almost reprehensible that this the divas title is not going to be defended after all of this. It's just a slap in the face. Vince said, "Keep watching, don't worry," in response to, are they going to give divas a chance? Keep watching. Yeah, keep watching for what? And why don't you add a couple celebrities to it? Because, that's what you've done in the past and what you're going to continue to do. By the way, while I'm talking about that, keep your hands off NXT. Don't bring anyone up. Don't bring anyone up. Don't bring, especially any women. Don't bring Charlotte. Don't bring Sasha. Don't bring them up because you're showing me that you cannot change, that you will not change anything. You will not do what's right with the women's division. I'm convinced of it now, so leave them the fuck alone. Leave NXT alone. Don't fucking touch them, Vince. I'm telling you, leave them alone. Jesus. So it was just, there was that awfulness. There was the tag team division, which is a complete mess. I guess we're going to get a tag team turmoil match at WrestleMania. Who gives a flying fuck about that? Yeah, let's do that instead of build the Ascension over the past couple of months, which they've had more than enough time to do. Build the Ascension and have a meaningful tag team match. A meaningful tag team match between either Kid, Cesaro, the Usos, and the Ascension, or just the Ascension and even the Usos. Let's not do that. Let's have some god-awful... I'm going to kill everybody who continuing... She's squeaking the damn refrigerator on purpose to try... Oh, my God. Anyways. Oh, my God. I need a studio. So, Alicia, I'm going to ground you. Grounded. Anyways... Oh my God! Somebody kill me! What was I? I don't even know what I was talking about. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thank you.
I didn't do it.
Show's over. Show's over now because I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, tag team division is a mess. So why build anything properly? Why do that? Then it doesn't make any sense. We'll just do a ill-fated. Roughly thrown together tag team turmoil match where all these tag teams are now fighting each other. Yeah, but that makes sense. And I want to get into the Intercontinental title real quick. What a friggin' nightmare this is becoming. this is not interesting. I know that, okay, it was interesting at first, the hot potato for the Intercontinental title and all the different players that are in the match. They still have not clearly defined everybody who's going to be in the match, which they need to do desperately. And enough with the hot potato. I mean, R-Truth ran around with a potato sack. I didn't see this part, by the way. I was still asleep because I didn't know the time changed. So I didn't see this. Did R-Truth really run around with a potato sack and then pulled a switcheroo with the titles and he okey-doked everybody? And that was in the first hour, and then they didn't acknowledge it the rest of the show? Because they did not acknowledge it the rest of the goddamn show. Because I watched the rest of it, didn't see another thing about the Intercontinental title. Did that really happen? Did Daniel Bryan really get involved at the beginning of the show and then that was it? That was it? I mean, Jesus. What are they doing? What are they doing at this point? They're on autopilot. It's cruise control. It's terrible. All right, so I got that out of the way. Let's talk about the main event. Let's talk about Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. And one of the stupidest things I've seen in a long time. Seth Rollins is supposed to be the architect. He's supposed to be the smartest man in the room. See everything coming. Yet, not only did look, we all knew that Randy Orton was just biding his time and he was going to friggin' do his thing and he was going to turn on Seth Rollins. And he told Seth Rollins at the beginning of the show that's exactly what he was going to do. Then throughout the show, the Authority implodes themselves. Big Show and Kane, the two heavies of the group, get thrown out of the building. J&J Security starts having arguments with Seth Rollins in the back, talking about how you can't trust him. You can't trust him, man. You can't trust Randy Orton. You know, you can't trust him. And then Seth Rollins says one of the stupidest things in the history of wrestling. Do you think that Randy Orton would just tell us exactly what he's going to do? And then he was, oh no, what did he say? He said, you think he's just going to tell us what he's going to do tonight? Or any other time? Oh my God, he told everybody. He spoiled everybody. Even worse, that the flip was coming, that Randy Orton was going to kick his ass tonight. He actually told the world, and then he tried to catch himself. Unbelievable. Unbelievable how bad he can be. This is why you don't show your dick on Twitter. This is why you do not allow your dick to be shown on Twitter. Right here, folks. Because this is what the WWE will make you. They will make you a friggin' joke. Seth Rollins had great build. He was showing to be a top flight heel. I thought he definitely had enough interest and stuff going on. She made a 3-tiered sandwich, by the way. She took four. She stacked 4 pieces of bread, babe. Our daughter just stacked 4 pieces of bread with what? Peanut butter and Nutella? What's on that? Is it meat and cheese? It's meat. What is on it? What's what?
Meat, butter, and mayonnaise?
Meat, butter, and mayonnaise? You took 4 pieces of bread and you put meat, butter, and mayonnaise, and she was trying to walk out of the room, and you, wife, did not see this happening?
I thought it was only one.
Look at it. There's 4 pieces of bread there, and she's sticking them all in her mouth at the same time.
Jesus Christ, it is good. And she put crumbs all over the floor.
Jesus.
Alicia, stop spitting everything out. You're grounded.
You guys,
Seriously.
okay, look, I don't mind a little family interaction, but you guys have taken this to the next level.
You started it.
Because you guys are driving me insane. This is my room. This is my studio. This is my show, and you guys won't stop.
I didn't do anything.
I'm really starting to lose my fucking mind. I'm so frustrated right now. Like, if I'm not doing a show for the rest of the week, it's probably because I'm in jail. Because I swear to God, I'm going to turn this damn show off, and then I'm going to fucking murder somebody.
Fine, no Chinese food for you then.
We're getting Chinese food.
Not if you murder me.
I'm not going to murder you. I'm going to murder a child.
That's even worse.
Why is that worse? We're smart human beings. We can get away with it. Not now, because I said it on a show that 5 people listen to. Anyway, Randy Orton, oh God, I don't even care anymore. I'm so just done. First I hated Raw, and now I hate life now. My family and Raw have taken my will to live. It's horrible. So Randy Orton, yeah, he did what everybody saw coming, and in a 2-on-1 handicap match with Roman Reigns, which didn't even seem to matter that he was in the match, to be completely honest. They decided they're going to give us 3 hours of shit, and then they're going to make it all better by having Randy Orton give the double fingers. Oh, he's edgy. The PG era is dead. He gave the double fingers that they accidentally caught on camera. Oh, it's the Attitude Era. It's back, everybody. Look. No, you cretins. No, it's not. Randy Orton giving the fingers was just a way of WWE saying, here, we'll give you this if you forget all the shit we just gave you. And some of you seem to be like, yay! Not me! Not me. Didn't fool me at all. Then we got a beatdown, which was a good beatdown. Randy Orton beating down Seth Rollins, but then Seth Rollins acting like a whiny bitch. We're family, Randy. We're family. What are they doing? Don't show your dick on Twitter. That is, you know what? There it is. That is the whole takeaway that I'm getting from Monday Night Raw, from wrestling right now. Don't show your dick on Twitter or wrestling will be ruined. Congratulations. Wrestling is ruined because Seth Rollins showed his dick on Twitter. Oh, my God. Okay, so what's my rating for Raw? Raw gets an F. An F for fuck you. That's what Raw gets. Raw gets a fuck you. Not I'm saying fuck you to Raw. It's the rating that Raw is getting because that's what they said to us. So if the... If the thumbnail is not corn, it's a giant middle finger. Maybe I'm going to combine a corn and a middle finger for today's episode as the thumbnail because that's what we got. Corny fuck. Fuck corny. Corny fuck. Fuck you to the corn. It's craziness. Campy corn fucking. Yes. That's what we got. I can't even talk anymore. I talked way longer on Raw than I wanted to. I hope you found some entertainment in this fuckfest of a show. I'm going to murder my family. I'm going to kill myself. Everything sucks. I'm very upset. I need to get some sleep. You hear what I have to deal with. I'm very tired. This is frustrating. Don't look at me like you're the victim now. Boo-hoo. Oh, my God. Okay, so I hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode of Dead on Dave's Productions. I hope that you like Daily Focus. And we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, right here for Wednesday Random Rant. I might be calling some of you motherfuckers tonight on Skype to do some 5 random questions and other stuff. I did one with Graham. I got to apologize to Graham because I did do one with him, and Skype and XSplit were douche nozzles, and nothing worked. So I apologize for that. It was a really good 5 random questions, too. We got in some deep stuff at the end. It was awesome. And it's gone to the ether. Anyway, so like, subscribe, and share as always. I don't know why you would at this point, but if you choose to, go ahead because we're almost at 500 subs. And I'll give you presents if you sub me. I'll give you presents if you sub me. Real simple. We get the 500, you're going to get presents. Presents for everybody once we get to the 500 subs. Isn't that nice? Because I'm a nice guy. Other than that, I'm done. I hope you're looking at the little bar at the bottom telling everybody where to go for my merchandise. deadondave.spreadshirt.com. And now we're on SoundCloud. Dead on Dave on SoundCloud. So, there it is. Joe Cronin Show, watch him. Tommy NC 2010, watch him too. Fucking Tommy C over at Shot from the Point, watch him. Those are the plugs that I'm giving tonight. Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. As Jericho would say, ask him. But we're going to say watch him instead. Watch Jeff Huffman. Watch Dave Rose. Watch Graham Hall. Watch them all. And watch me leave the building now. Because I am out of here. Peace with chicken grease, but never in the Middle East because the Palestinians hate the Jews and the Jews hate the Palestinians. I fucked that completely up. I'm definitely done. I'm done. Goodbye. It's over. Show done now.